Haufa, welcome to the bustling heart of Nigeria, Lagos. They call this the New York City of Africa. To make it here, you need both street smarts and book smarts. Nearly half of Africa's top universities are in Nigeria, and everyone you meet knows how to hustle their way up the ladder. Today, I'm gonna hustle at a bit of pottery, but my real motive is to meet with these two native Lagosians. Funmi has been working remotely for 8 years now, and it's enabled her and her family to enjoy the sweet life, even though the Nigerian naira has dropped in value by over 80% since then. Nelson has been Funmi's work BFF for 3.5 years now. Though they both live in Lagos, believe it or not, the traffic is so bad that this is their very first time meeting IRL.
Hey, it's so good to meet you. How's it going, Nelson? Hey, Funmi. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show. It's really great to have you here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
How would you describe the real Lagos to someone who's never been here?
Lagos is a big hectic, but it's also fun too. So it gives you that balance of the hustle and the bustle during the day, but then you have cool places where you can then just go chill, unwind, and relax.
We believe strongly in working hard and playing hard.
I'm excited about what we're about to do. We're going to do a pottery class.
Yeah, looking forward to it. This is my first time getting my hands dirty.
So I want to take bets because I have a feeling I'm going to be the worst at this. What do you think?
Don't be too sure. Don't be so sure.
Yeah.
Don't be so sure.
All right.
I didn't really get in my hands already.
This was your idea.
I didn't know what I was thinking, obviously.
We're going for a mug.
A mug.
A love-shaped mug. Have you seen Squid Game?
Oh, you're right. This is like Squid Game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good thing we got the heart, not the umbrella.
Yes.
So what is your job? What do you do?
Currently, I work with the deal desk team, code creation, invoice request. That's on one side. On the customer-facing side, I also work as an account manager. On the third side of things, I work as a product specialist covering a couple of products.
That's an incredibly varied journey. What's
Yeah,
your
it is.
secret to succeeding in so many completely different spaces, sometimes at the same time?
Basically, just focusing on the job at hand. And I learned multitasking is actually a myth.
Multitasking is a myth.
Yes, because when you try to do more than one thing at a time, you end up lowering your productivity.
Is that why Funmi and I have progressed our clay and you're not doing the clay while you're talking?
Something like that.
You're not saying that it's impossible. You're saying that your productivity for both tasks is lowered.
Lower.
Trying to split your attention.
Exactly.
There's some logic to that. I feel that. Funmi, what do you do?
I work with the operations team. So I support different business units.
Can you tell me maybe your favorite project? Like something really cool you got to work on?
We all know AI is the future.
Yeah.
The goal is to be AI first. Be an AI first employee, adopt AI into your day-to-day operations and get things done quicker and more efficient. That's the goal. You can do a whole lot more in a whole lot less time and you get better results.
I wish AI could have helped us with this pottery. So you guys are actually co-workers. You work together.
Yep.
How long have you worked together for?
It's going on. It's over a year now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's over a year.
over.
Having Nelson here is the first time that I'm having to work with a Lagosian. I was like, oh my God, finally. Somebody I can gist with, somebody I can go gossip with.
I know, right? With Funmi, basically, I think we joined the team around the same time. There's this thing about working remotely where you feel like you're isolated.
Yeah.
Just in your space. You just go to your laptop and you just do your work, put in the hours, put in the work for the day and all. And not necessarily have that human connection as it
Yeah,
were.
true.
But having someone I know lives just about 30 minutes drive away, but brings you back to this place where you feel like, yes, I do have a colleague that I can a bit outside of work.
But you can relate to, when I'm talking, this person understands what I'm saying. If I'm frustrated with something, I have someone I can go vent to and this person understands. So that's what, Nelson has been for me, and I hope I've been the same thing too for him.
Totally does, actually. Work stress is sort of normal everywhere. You just want to have someone you can actually talk to and just talk through some things and get better clarification or even gain perspective.
Yeah.
It's hard to gain perspective from someone who doesn't necessarily understand what you're doing or where you come from. But when you have someone with whom you share the same work environment, you can easily just bounce ideas off her, and it's really been helpful.
So is working remotely common in Nigeria? How many of your friends work remotely, each of you?
For my circle, I can say about 80%.
80%.
Wow.
Your circle works remotely.
The average Nigerian loves to hustle,
Yeah.
right? We want to be able to work our way through things, through challenges, through whatever we have been thrown at us. And by reason of that, we are always looking for the best opportunity we have to create things for ourselves.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about remote work is you're not limited by space, you're not limited by the borders of the country. You can literally work for any company of your choice, based in any country of your choice. So then we're able to also escape whatever limitation the country's economy is placing on people's earning capacity.
Yeah.
Remote job just helps you escape that, and you're able to maintain a pretty much decent standard of living with your other colleagues from other parts of the world.
So you're saying in the last couple of years, your income, if it was a local job that you were working, that on the amount that you were on when you started, you basically would be earning 4 times less now.
Yes.
Like, that's extraordinary. What has that looked like for your peers and your colleagues who aren't as lucky as you?
I think that has basically driven them the more. Right. So you see the average Nigerian youth learning as much as 2-3 skills. Right. You'd barely meet a Nigerian youth with just a single skill. Because of the hustle we have, we're looking out for opportunities and seeing that it's possible now to earn in foreign currency by working remote jobs. Outside of just tech, you have people going into social media marketing, digital marketing, content creation, and all sorts. Anything that will position them to earn
outside of anything that could serve
doesn't
as
necessarily have to
income.
be US dollars. It could be pounds, could be euros. Right. Just any foreign currency that would enable them. We just find a way to make this work. We just figure it out.
That resourcefulness would explain a lot about why you're so chosen and employable on the global stage.
Oh yes. So the average Nigerian just believes in learning to earn. Right. We realize that the money's in software engineering. You have a lot of Nigerian software engineers. And now that content creation became a thing at some point, we had a lot of Nigerian influencers doing real great on YouTube, Instagram, and the likes. And now that AI is coming to stay, I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of months from now, you have a lot of Nigerian AI experts.
Yeah, my job evolves. Over the years, my work has evolved from one function to the other. And as it evolves, I learn, I pick up new skills, I'm growing. I look at myself now, I look at where I was 8 years ago, and the skills that I acquired over time is not something that I would have been able to pick up if I was doing a regular 9-to-5 job.
Always learning.
Always learning.
And, there's so much room for growth. There's so much room for you to evolve, and you can literally determine the pace at which you want to go. By
the time I was going to 2024, I knew I had to go learn about the different AI tools and how I can start using them in my day-to-day job, how I can help, improve. Within the space of 2 months, I've seen a huge improvement in my efficiency, in the work that I do every day. It's been a major improvement. So if you're someone who is too cautious, you don't want to step out of your comfort zone, you don't want to try something, you're just going to be stuck and you won't be able to deliver on your responsibilities.
Do you think that attitude and that willingness to try and even to fail is your secret to success?
Yeah, I think so. I never really thought of it like that, but I think so. Like, I don't consider any task as beyond my scope. I believe that's one of my superpowers too. I can learn anything. I can learn anything.
Even pottery?
See.
So, okay, who do we think did the best? Are we ready to be judged?
I did the best. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, I did the best.
You're definitely in the top 3 with me.
You're in the top 3. I'll give you that.
Thank you so much. It's been a blast doing this with you and getting to know you here.
Same here.
Same here.
Just a few days after we filmed this, Nelson's wife got offered her dream job in Germany, starting immediately. If it weren't for Nelson's flexible remote job, they could have been torn apart. Instead, they were able to make the big move together, with only a small dent in Nelson's ego from having to be listed as his wife's dependent. She's never gonna let him live that down.